Only joined YouTube in October, barely joined TikTok. This is only my third TikTok live. So our first reading this morning is going to be for fire signs. It's going out particularly to fire signs, sun, moon, or rising. So that would be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun sign. If you're interested about your sun, moon, and rising and what that means, I've got a little short in my Learn Tarot with Kat, and it'll explain it, and you can look it up. It'll explain a lot more about your personality than just knowing your sun sign. Hi, Leah. Hi, Susie. Hi, Caviar and Crumpets. Wow, I'm surprised so many people are joining at 8 in the morning on a Saturday. I'm a little groggy. I do have my coffee here. So welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. All right, our first reading of the morning, and then at 8:30 I will start the reading for earth signs, and then at 9 I will do air, and at 9:30 I'll do water. So if you're interested in any of those, 10-pound octopus joined. I wonder what sign 10-pound octopus is. Hey, that's something you guys could do to interact right here on this. Help me with this on the feed. Drop in the comments, because I can follow the comments. I'm not going to be able to reach out and do things on the screen because I don't have a moderator yet at this point and all that. But what you can do, users, hi, I see you. And what you can do for me is drop in the comment section at least what your sun sign is, if you know your sun sign, like what your zodiac sign is. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, great. I'm a Sagittarius sun with a Capricorn moon and Cancer rising. All right, so this is for going out to our fire signs right now. We've had some really, it's just a really strong time for everyone, energetically speaking, with what's happening in the universe and the planets and all of that. It's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. This is for fire signs. Leo, Aries, Sag. Excuse me. Which one does it want to be? Well, there we are. A Page of Wands. Okay, so we're coming up as this beautiful Page of Wands. This is my new rose gold tarot deck, which I adore. Totally adore it. So that's what's coming up in the center of our spread. I'm going to lay down a general Celtic cross reading, which is what I like to do for these general readings. Once I get 500 subscribers on YouTube and I can open other, member sections, I can do other readings. I can do personal readings. I can do so much more, right? You guys, I'm just barely building this. So I can take all the love and support that you guys can give. Hi. Did you miss air? No, I will be doing air at 9 o'clock. So fire at 8. It's on my little thing. Fire at 8, earth at 8:30, air at 9, water at 9:30 is how I'll be doing it. And then if you miss anything, you guys, from here on out, if you miss this live, what I'm doing is I'm recording it also for YouTube. I was doing these on Saturday mornings, pre-recorded, to drop them on Monday morning on YouTube. But why not record them live? So that's what I'm doing. So if you ever want to go back and check on any of these readings or anything, you can go to my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, and they'll be posted there. And they'll be on the playlists for your fire, air, earth, and water. So, and there's other stuff there too if you want to learn more about tarot. If you want to learn about sun, moon, and rising, or any of that, I've done some teaching videos too. Hi, Kylo. Oh, welcome back, Kylo. We had so much fun last week. Okay, I got to do this spread, though, so I don't get off track. It is 8:08, 8:06. I can barely see that. Oh, and I don't have my cheaters. I hope I do okay today. Anyway, we are coming up in the heart of our spread as this beautiful Knight of Wands. Let me do this. Get back on track, Kat. Oh, beautiful. We're crossed by the Four of Swords. Below us in our subconscious tool shed is the Star. We're stepping out of death. Oh, love it. Actually, love it. I love the death card, which is weird. You got to go watch my scariest cards in the tarot deck on my channel. I did it for October for Halloween when I very first started out. All the scary cards that tarot readers don't like when they pop up because you have to explain it to the person you're doing the reading with. What do you mean I have death in my immediate future? And it freaks people out. Death is one of the least scary. I rank the top 5, and guess what? Death is one of the lesser scary cards in the tarot. You should go watch it. Crowning us, 9 cups. Gorgeous. Stepping into immediate future, temperance. Us and our environment this week, 2 of cups. Our environment around us, or how the environment sees us. The moon. The Moon card. Wow. Got quite a few major arcana. You got the Star, you got Death, you got Temperance, you got the Moon. Cool. We're Wands crossed by 4 of Swords, which is beautiful. And we got we are the 2 of Cups in our environment. Oh, I love this so far. Okay, hopes and fears section. Yeah, 8 Wands, swift action. 8 of Wands, final potential outcome. It's just a potential outcome. This is not a prediction of the future. There's no such thing. The future is not a place we're all traveling to that's predestined. We're all creating a multitude of futures all the time based on our thoughts and frequencies. And that's what this tunes into. And like, so does Kabbalah. It's based in really ancient wisdom, you guys. Torah, the Bible, it's all in here. Okay. Also, I have a lot of friends in here, and I said this last week, but I'll say it again. When I post this later on my YouTube channel, what I do for all my readings is I put biblical scriptural references with it, because it's the same true energies. It's this, there's God's law and man's law, and every text that you can pick up is probably infected with man's law, right? But running through it all is God's law that doesn't change, right? It's light, it's source, it's pure, it's love. And it's a yin yang, it's a power thing. Guess what? Well, anyway, I'm not going to go deep into that. But anyway, it's about these energies. This is looking beautiful. Back to the spread, cat. Final potential outcome is an 8 of Cups. 8 Cups. Love. Okay, so first of all, besides all the major arcana, let's feel how cup heavy this reading is. Got Cups in the crown, 9. Got 8 as our outcome. Got 2 in us in our environment of Cups. Temperance, which is also like Cups, all that flowing water, all that balance. The Star, more major water and Temperance. She's flowing just like Temperance, same as the Temperance card. Lots of Cups. So that means it's all about here, heart, soul connection. This is less about your conversations and communications and stuff, and more about what's going on interpersonally, from the heart, emotions, feelings, intuition, creativity, all of that. Okay. And we got some Wands. Wands are action and passion. We are Wands. That's gorgeous. All right. Before I get into this spread any further, we're going to pull a clarification confirmation card, you guys. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome all of you that are here. If you're just joining, the recording of all of these readings, all 4, will be posted on my YouTube channel Monday morning. So please, I encourage you to hop over there later and hit that subscribe button. It's free. My first 500 subscribers, because I'm trying to hit 500, when I open a member section, that's will be like $1 a month, they'll get theirs free for life. So go, and they're starting to increase my subscriptions on YouTube. So go on over there and you can see this reading, and you can look at it if you missed any of it or any of the readings. That's where you can find them posted, and they will drop on Monday morning at 6 a.m. All right, so I do a little special mix around with these Arcanum cards, because we will read this either upright or reverse, whichever it comes up, as a final clarification or confirmation of the spread. And there it is. We'll keep it hidden until the end of the reading. I hope you guys will drop into the comments your sign, if you know your sun, moon, and sign, that rising sign, that's great. This is for fire signs. 8:30 will be air, 8:30 earth, 9 air, 9:30 water. All right. We're coming up, air signs, as this Page of Wands in the middle of our spread. So he's all about, I love the pages. First of all, pages are assigned a much larger section of the zodiac than than any of the other court cards, which have 1 or 2 zodiac signs assigned to them. Pages, on the other hand, have a whole hemisphere of the earth, and they actually hold a really lot of influence in what's happening. But they're newbies, they're learning, they're apprentices, they're just setting out, they're maybe don't know what they don't know. And the Page of Wands is about going out into the world and following your dream, following your passions, what you're passionate about, and that's the Page of Wands, and that's us. And I feel like we're stepping into the world, and we're building, we're finally following our passion, not maybe stepping off the work treadmill that we were on and following other things now, other pursuits, and stepping out there. if you notice the background, it's like desert. There's like nothing there. He's standing in like a dry desert, which to me, if that signifies what you're stepping at. Where your environment has reached its limit of fulfillment for you. And so now you're moving beyond. Maybe even looking at making a move, physical move, like to a new city or a new state or a new country or something like that. Or a big trip also, perhaps. We're crossed as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness by this beautiful Four of Swords card. I love this. Like, of all the Swords cards, to me, this is the most peaceful, one of the best ones. It's about quiet contemplation. It's about not communicating. It's about stepping back and resting in gratitude and just sitting back, not doing it. And I have found out how powerful this is. When you're upset, a lot of people like to vent and complain. I'm the number one worst guilty culprit. And now I'm trying to catch myself when I do that and not. And I do this instead. Because it's, again, an energy thing. People think that you're venting and letting it out, and that's absolutely not true. You're feeding the bad dog. There's a story about when you got these two dogs, the wild wolf. They're in the moon card. We have them. The two dogs. Oh gosh, this is weird. I just got kind of goosebumps. That's our environment. How our environment sees us. Ooh, I can't wait to get to that spot. Okay, hold on. So, the Four of Swords, it's a card sarcophagus with a sword on the side and four hanging on the wall. And that's because back in medieval times, knights, wealthy knights would have these sarcophagi made years and years in advance by artists, cost millions of bucks, but they're nobility, because if they died, they had to have a proper noble parade of burial, right? But if they didn't die, they came back and they had a custom of laying in the coffin quietly and just praying and thanking God in gratitude and just being grateful for being alive and being grateful for having survived. And they did this. And that's what the Four of Swords is. It means don't talk, don't try to persuade people. This is not the time for that. You need to just be quiet. Take a walk in nature and have a gratitude list and feel that gratitude and feel that love. That flips the frequency and the energy. That's our awareness of what we need to be doing. Don't feed the bad dog. That's coming up. Okay, so here we are. In our subconscious tool shed, we have the star. It's like the 17th, 18th major moon, star, sun, moon. Anyway, way up there on the Fool's Journey is the star card. She's also temperance. You can see in that how she's pouring the water from, onto the earth and then also into the water for the collective. It's balancing that. It's also very much temperance. It's a card of faith. It's the card of wishes being granted. Make a wish whenever this comes up. And guess what? We're bringing this energy down here as part of us. This has become part of us, part of our subconscious, that we're not even aware of, that we're bringing, and that's beautiful. All right, so we're stepping out of, in the immediate past here, we're stepping out of the death card, which I love. I love the death card. People are like, what? So if you go watch my scariest cards in the tarot video that I made back in October, and forgive my editing hacks and stuff, I was still learning. I was so new. But it's fun. It was fun. It's way down the list on scariest cards in the tarot when I rank them. Because first of all, look at the card. There's hardly any black in the card. There's a little bit in the flag, but he's on a white horse and he's riding off into a sunrise. There's a new castle and a new day. And then he's got these different characters looking at him, okay, in different ways. He's got the priest who's bargaining, like pleading with him. He's got the woman who's like crying and lamenting. He's got the child looking at him just kind of quizzically. He's got the old man begging, like prostrate on the ground. And the message in that is that, first of all, death is rarely an actual physical death. It's a transformation. Death is transformation. It's when you've gone through lessons and stuff in life, and now you're a new person. Like you look back on your old year and you're like, wow, I don't even recognize that other person because I've gone through this transformation. And we do it perpetually. So that means you've come through a transformation, and it's beautiful, and you're walking into a new day. And what comes after that, what you produce, your future that you produce after that Depends on how you look at it, just like the characters in the card. Okay? So it's all in how you embrace the transformation. Hi, you guys. If you missed any part of this or any readings, these get posted on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, on Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Go over there, hit the subscribe button. It's free. My first 500 will get free lifetime memberships when I open my membership section. We're stepping, in our crown. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. We've got 9 cups, fulfillment. It's the end of a cycle. We just stepped out of 9s last year. It was a 9-year. 2025 was a 9-year. It was all cycles ending, and fulfilling though. Look, it's happiness, joy. It's contentment. It's feeling like I am grateful. This is gratitude. This is gratitude at the end of a cycle for what you have achieved and going, I have been so blessed. I am so thankful. I feel so blessed. That's the 9 of Cups. And that's what we have in our crown. So that means we're doing what the 4 of Swords is asking us to do. If in our crown, we're thinking about how blessed our life has been, regardless of the challenges, regardless of the tower moments or having to pass through those gates of transformation, which always involve loss, heartache, stuff like that. We still appreciate how that's beautiful. We're stepping into, in the immediate future, Temperance. It's the Star card again. It's just keeping balance. I'm trying to remember where along the Fool's Journey we meet Temperance. I forget the number order. Tower's like 15, 16. Death is actually early on, like 13. I think Death is 13. Temperance might be right before the Hanged Man, I believe, right after the Hermit. Maybe number 10. I'm not sure. Sorry, you guys, that I get the numbers mixed up. I don't know. Anyway, but it's beautiful. It's just like the Star card. And it's trusting your intuition. He's got the toes in the water. He's in Temperance. It's an angel. Where this is being totally in tune with your intuition and keeping things balanced out again. It's beautiful. And that's what we're stepping into in the immediate future. But that's okay, because look, we're bringing the Star card. We're bringing temperance and faith and hope and all that with us. So we're bringing it. Oh, I love it. Because look, us in our environment this next week, we're the 2 of Cups. We're making new connections, relationships. This can be not just love relationships, but friendships, work connections, heart connections, where there's a true mutual respect. And that's beautiful. And so that's us making those connections. Now, this is interesting. So this is our environment around us, or how our environment sees us. And I was saying about what you think up here. I was mentioning, don't vent, don't complain. Be quiet in gratitude instead, because you don't want to feed the bad dog. So here they are. Here's the good dog and the bad dog. One's a wolf, one's a domesticated dog. And it's nighttime, and they're walking through these towers with the moon. It's an eclipsed moon, and so it's dark, and you got creepy crawlies. You got this like crayfish coming up out of the water, and things you don't, lurking below. So these are like secrets and things coming up that you don't see, and you can't foresee things, and it's dark, and they're both baying at the moon. Both dogs are baying at the moon. And the old Chinese proverb says, you got these 2 dogs. You got the tame, domesticated dog, and you got the wild wolf. And if they got if you put them, pitted them against each other, which one would win? And the answer is the one you feed. Okay. So that's what I have to say about complaining and negative energy and venting. People think they're venting, and they think they're doing a good thing when they're actually just feeding the bad dog and feeding that energy and manifesting more of it. Mother Teresa said that she would never go to an anti-war rally, but the next time you have a peace rally, I'm there. Okay? So you need to focus on, we want to focus on that feeling of love and what we want to see in the world. So don't feed the bad dog. When you catch yourself feeling that way, it's our awareness. It's telling us in our environment to be the 4 of Swords. take a walk away, go for a walk and build your gratitude list in your mind and feel it. Just, even if it's just looking around and like, oh my gosh, thank you for this beautiful world that we now are living in. Gorgeous. Our hopes and fears sector. Don't know if it's a hope or a fear. It's 8 wands, swift action. Lots of things happening really fast. I think we want things. I think we're all ready for stuff to just, we've gone through this transformation. We're stepping out into this world as the Page of Wands. We have all this faith and hope and temperance and gratitude. We're feeling gratitude. We're controlling our mouth finally, catching our emotions, being aware, just starting by being self-aware of our emotions. That's where it starts. And then you realize, oh gosh, I do this a lot, but that's okay. As soon as you interrupt that frequency, you're already changing things. So that's gorgeous. So this could be a hope. Maybe you're hoping for swift action. For some of you, if you're an earth, if you have any part of you that's like an earth sign, if you're an earth moon sign, this might scare you. So this swift action. If you're like a Taurus or something, I don't know. So that, I don't know. Tell me, is swift action, things happening really quickly, is that a hope or a fear for you? It's in your hope and fear sector. For some, it's a hope. For some, it's a fear. Final potential outcome. And what time? 8:24. I'm doing pretty good. I'm 6 minutes away from starting our air sign reading. Final potential outcome is this 8 cups. That is beautiful. 8 is strength. 8 is God's number. The 8th major arcana is strength. So that is a card that shows this. He's walking away from 8 full cups into the night, into unknown, doesn't know, walking off into the moon in the environment. And with faith, though, you got the Star card because he's got this strength and he knows, that was really fulfilling. That was really fulfilling. However, I can't stay stuck there. It's time to move on. It's time to step. I've been through this transformation and now I need to walk away from this very beautiful, not that I have great gratitude for all my blessings, but now I need the strength to walk away. Sometimes this card means the strength. It often comes up, you guys, in a reading if somebody's dealing with addiction and walking, you're going to walk away from addictions, whether it's alcohol, drugs, toxic relationships, your addiction to mindless scrolling, whatever. Okay, it could be that. Beautiful. What do you think our confirmation clarification card is, you guys? We're going to read it either upright or reversed, whichever it is. If you missed any or part, hi Tracy, hi Tammy, hi Colleen, hi Jennifer, hi Kendall, hi Soup, hi Diane. If you missed any or part of this, I'm recording this for my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. It will be posted on Monday morning at 6 a.m. for all the fire, earth, air, and water signs. All right. Further this is just a gorgeous spread. It could be more about what I said about not feeding the bad dog. Let's see. Ooh, it is it's a reversal, and guess what it is? Okay, so I said we've been through a transformation. We've had this fulfilling thing, but now we need the strength to move on, and it's moving on. It's moving on. It's the 6 of Cups reversed. So 6 of Cups is a beautiful card. It's family gatherings, it's reunions, it's high school reunions, stuff like that. However, reversed, very fulfilling, beautiful stuff. Very wonderful 6 of Cups. However, 6 of Cups reversed symbolizes moving on. You may be clinging to the past. It's time to go. It's time to go and return to the present. How amazing. 6 of Cups reversed. Outgrowing bad memories and outgrowing that. It's Page of Wands. Wow. That's a cool confirmation. I love that. Okay, so there's our fire sign reading, you guys. I'm going to shuffle these up again. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome, all of you who just jumped on. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Tracy. Hi, you guys. I am very new to TikTok Live. I know there's you could tap your screen, tap, and heart it, and that'll probably help me out. I don't know. Do what you do. I love you. And when I go back over this, I'll send all the love I can your guys' way as well. Shout out to group 7. Group 7 people, if you're group 7, shout out to you all. I like your vibe. I like your frequency. And I am group 7 too. I have a group 7 frequency as well. So welcome, you guys. This next reading is going to be for earth signs. We're about 3 minutes away. I just finished fire. So these will post on my YouTube channel on Monday morning, along with meditating, along with in the description, links to my tarot decks, links to, I do biblical connections to every reading I drop. I want to start doing musical connections to every reading I drop, because I don't know, a lot of people don't realize that every major arcana, and really you could do it with every card, but especially with the major arcana that show up in a reading, each one has a note, a musical note connected to it, and there's an app you can feed them in and it will create a song, like a melody out of your reading. How cool is that? So I want to start doing stuff like that. I'm looking forward to being able to open my member section